Hello and welcome to the 15th day of the Halloween Marathon. Anyway, I'm going to be looking at the two best Life of Luxury videos by far. Hopefully you'll agree. Anyway, on with the video. I'm going to try and do a more serious approach with these two videos since they're actually really good. And I feel like me totally slagging the shit out of them might undermine how good they actually are. Anyway, enough of sucking Life of Luxury's cock, let's get on with the video in question. For once in a lifetime, they haven't been contacted by an 18-year-old girl, but by the mother of an 18-year-old girl. Well, they just couldn't help themselves but to add that in, could they? Dirty little dogs. We are shown the video evidence to back up the mother's story. And just look at this. After watching the father having a wee snack on the daughter's hair, the mother does literally nothing to stop him. The boys go over to sort this guy out, and the boys enter the room, and the mother explains that the father wanted a perfect body. She goes on to explain that her daughter is sick, and the boys go to the room to check on her, only to find...
What? Dude, this place is trash, bro.
Despite one of the two people they literally came here to help has gone missing, they're awfully nonchalant about the whole event and just head down to tell the mother. Just as they're telling the mother about the daughter's disappearance, the dad walks in.
We just went in your daughter's room and she wasn't there. Do you know where she could have went?
She went on a trip. What?
Despite how clearly distraught that mother is, they proceed to set up the cameras anyway. Let's just pretend that any of these videos were 100% real. They portray themselves as pretty shitty people. Like they leave people to get attacked and are easily tricked by simple deception. Anyway, back to the video. The boys go into the dad's room to set up the cams, and almost immediately, Chester finds a sex doll.
Why is this stuff wet?
After Chester gave the doll a good feel, he looks into the closet and finds a deep dark hole. And Chester does the only thing he can think of. He proceeds to pull out his $100,000 Rolex and drops it down to see how deep it is. Even though dropping something like that does not help at all since there is no light emitting from it, giving you no idea on how far it goes. They go to bed and we find out that in fact that the watch Chester dropped was actually Parker's. What a fucking legend.
Have you seen my watch, dude?
They go to bed and a black creature climbs out the closet and goes into the father's body. Then he fucks about for a minute before headbutting the camera. Then it goes to the mother's room, possessing her. And then they wake up the next morning to find the mother missing. They go to confront the father.
We went to your wife's room and she wasn't in there. Do you know where she is?
She went on a trip. What?
Despite his bullshit excuse, Parker stays despite two people they were meant to protect are gone. They decide to look for the footage from the night before, despite all that happened, and are still determined to stay, and go into the father's room to recover the cameras. They go in to find a patent for something called a meat husk. However, they're interrupted when the father returns.
Is everything alright?
What kind of meat do you like?
What does that mean? Excuse me, sir, what do you mean when you... Dude! Bro, how the hell did that just happen?
Dude, what? Is that his skin?
Chester is absolutely shitting himself and is adamant on leaving. Despite Chester's pleas, Parker shuts him down and forces him to stay. They go to bed and the exact same footage is played of the creature going into the dad's body, but this time he jumps in the hole. Is it just me or the sound of this guy's head slamming against the floor is fucking hilarious?
First off, fucked your bitch in the clickety clank, west side where we rack 'em and clearly gay. You claim to be an alpha, but I fucked your wife, west side boys.
The boys go down to investigate the noise and enter the basement. They wander down into it and quickly see it looks creepy as fuck. Then they push on through this.
Parker!
After running away, they cap off the second best Life of Luxury video. Anyway, let's get on to what is number one. Now we've come to what in my opinion is the best Life of Luxury video. It really has it all. Spooky stuff and some unintentionally funny stuff. As usual, the boys get a call and make their way over as usual. But before we see any more, we have a very interesting ad from a very interesting mobile game.
Loser.
Oh, I always lose!
Chester, what's going on?
Yo, is everything okay? Dude, I'm fine. I'm just sick of playing these old, boring games.
Dude, if you need a new game to play, just download Raid Shadow Legends.
They get to the house and have a chat with the girl, and she tells them about her situation, and brings out a note her mother left.
Me and sister go to eat from mom.
Despite the note being written in caveman speak on some torn up paper bag, the girl just believes it. She goes on to say this.
I thought he was going to... Never mind.
Wow, they literally implied rape. The class of these men is astounding. She also goes on to say,
Every night I can hear him groaning. I'm not sure if he's in pain.
really makes your noggin jogging. These Life of Luxury videos really makes me think. They head to the dad's room to talk to him about the aforementioned groaning, but he is not there, so instead they invade his privacy and put a camera in his room. While Parker is doing that, Chester finds a film and puts it in. After watching some scuffed creepy shed video, the boys go to the girl's room to find Despite the guy being a complete weirdo with 6 foot long arms and legs, Parker's first reaction to him after he is gone is,
Yeah, I know. That poor guy.
damn straight, fuck that bitch. The real victim is my man Stanley. And as always, Parker is the most encouraging person to ever walk the face of the earth.
Do you think he's gonna try and come in my room tonight?
I'm not really sure. I hope not.
The boys go to bed to find that the dad doesn't even sleep in his bed. He simply lies underneath it. He puts in his favourite film, but is pissed that Chester didn't bother rewinding it and smashes the TV. Then he gets into his daughter's room and takes her away. Despite her screams, the boys don't bother waking up. However, a couple hours later, Parker is woken up by a text and is lured out of the room, leaving Chester an open target. Chester is then lured to the closet.
I hear Chester screaming.
Chester is narrowly saved from having his cock ripped off by the creature. One more video. Let the fucking hype begin, boys. It can't get much worse.